All right, tonight, Bob Malone from my MMA News, and I am joined by Frankie, the Praying Mantis Buenafuente. Frankie and I go back to early in his career. Frankie's got the main event at Ring of Combat 68 coming up in Atlantic City. Frankie, it's fight week, brother. How you feeling? It was Memorial Day. You're probably cutting a little bit of weight, but how you feeling, my man?
No, Bob, I feel great, man. Every fight it gets easier and easier. You find these little tricks, what you do, make your body feel right for cutting weight.
Well. Listen. You had a victory. You left Ring of Combat for a little while, and you went and you had a fight at Bellator, which you did really well. And then you came back for Ring of Combat again, and you submitted Mike Lawrence. Now, how did this fight come about? You're fighting for the title now. You're fighting John deJesus. You're 9-4. You're at the top of your game right now. Tell me a little bit about how Lou called. Did Lou call you up and say, "Hey, Frankie, you ready for a title shot?" How did the fight come about?
Well, we had that cancellation with Bellator after the Mike Lawrence fight back in October. And then we've been looking for a fight, trying to, just make a bigger jump. And Paul and Lou and all them were talking and stuff, and the belt got vacant. So they asked me if I wanted to get my belt back. I needed to stay active, so I want my belt back, and I'm coming for that.
Great. So you give me some, who's working with you over at You still with Carnicella?
I'm still with Carnicella. I'm same camp, man. Every camp is the same camp. I got Dom Tafiri in there, doing my ground and pound, with Paul doing all my main work. He's my main manager. I got my wrestling guy in there, Matt Ulrich, and I've been working with one of my newer guys, Rosa, who's been helping me out a lot. He's there consistently with me, So I stick in the same group. You know that. I never change people. I don't want to get hurt. I like working with them. I feel comfortable. My whole team, my jiu-jitsu team, I stick with them. So.
Well, Frankie, this John deJesus, your opponent, he has, plenty of experience. Are you a film watcher? Do you look at his film, or you don't even care? You're just going to go in there? Because listen, your style, Frankie likes to pick people up and slam them to the ground really hard and bash them and soften them up. If you don't finish them ground and pound, you like to submit them. But have you got a chance to look at any of his fights?
No, I'm not a fight watcher at all, man. I let Paul watch the fights. He sends in my teammates, and if they throw head kicks, he has someone throwing head kicks the whole time. If he throws body shots, someone's coming in with body shots. But I stay away from those tapes, man. I go in there with my game plan, and I have one game plan, and that's to win. Do what I do, and I don't want any films or anything that he does or anyone does to tamper with what I'm gonna do in there. I want to go in there and push the pace just like I do every fight. I want to push it. I want to break you. And if you make it into the third period, man, good luck, because we're going to see who has the bigger heart at that end.
Are you bringing the usual giant team? Your army's coming in support. You're bringing a bus or two, you usually do.
The whole bus coming in. My sponsors are great over there. Yeah, we got the bus coming in. I got a big following, man, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be fighting as hard as I do, man. I'm never in there alone. You hear my crowd at every fight.
Well, you make sure you tell your dad I was asking about him, man. I always enjoy watching him. He's up there living and dying with every punch, and you know what I mean? It's great that your dad. What's that?
He's fighting in there with me. If you look next to the cage, he's throwing the same punches I'm throwing.
Oh yeah. He should be. He's your biggest fan. That's the way it's supposed to be, man. You're his guy, man. That's his little man. So I always enjoy being cage side with him, because he's a character too, Frankie.
Is that when he's yelling at me from the cage side? Oh man.
All right, listen. So what else is going on? What do you got? What's going on for the rest of the week? It's going to be, it's fight week. Obviously, you're hard sparring. You're done with that. What's your schedule for the rest of the week look like?
We got one more practice tomorrow. Nice little flow row, and I'm just getting off these last couple of little pounds. The weight cut went great this fight. I'm right there. I'm 4 pounds away, 5 pounds away. So I'm just gonna have this last little flow workout and then just float off the rest of these pounds and keep my body feeling strong, because I feel amazing right now for this fight. Feels better than probably it's ever been for in a long time for a fight coming up.
I'm glad to hear that. You've been doing it long enough now that, it's almost like routine for you. You can close your eyes and you know what you got to do, especially when you like you said, it sounds like you took care of your diet leading up to this fight. So the weight cut was easier. Listen, before we go, give some love out. I know you got some sponsors and some people who, who give you some moral support, who, prop you up when you're feeling down a little bit. Give some love out.
Definitely. Thank you, Bob. We got all my sponsors that helped me out so much with these fight camps, man. I got Sorry Ma Tattoos, Heights Bar and Grill, Blue 42, Sportsman's Tavern, Silk City, Dead Serious MMA, Reality. No, I always mess this one up. We'll go back to that one. Mania Panda LLC, Signs and Letters, Manny Sports Bar. We got Chris Seeger with Seeger and Wells. My brother-in-law who does all my posters and stuff. Sal Latrenta at Designs and Graphics. My boss, DFH. Realty Executives. And, of course, my team, Carnicella MMA. But, a lot of love to all my fans and my family who support me and who come out and make these drives. These nights aren't cheap. Spending nights out in AC, hopping on buses to go wherever I'm fighting, man. I love you guys for following me where you guys do, man. You guys are the heart and soul of my fighting.
All right, I don't want to get you in a doghouse, so make sure you give some love out to the woman in your life. I know that she's got to be there supporting you right now.
Yeah, she's sitting right next to me right now, man. Cooking me dinner all the time, helping me on these weekends, man. Going running with me. I love her, man. She's great.
That's great, man. I'm glad you're in a good spot. I always enjoy watching you fight. You're a great dude and a great friend. Wish you nothing but the best, and I will see you. Good luck with the rest of your weight cut.
Thank
we
you.
will see you cage side in Atlantic City as you
wait.
go for the gold again, man. I know you're looking to get your hand raised and have the belt around your waist again. It's going to be the same old.
Yes, it is, man. I'm going to have my belt back, man. We're coming hard for this one, man. It's great talking to you.
Frankie, as always, man. Great to see you, champ. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you soon, Rob.